We're gonna try, guys. We're gonna get started. You know how it goes. Waiting on YouTube, and we'll get it going. What's going on, Bigfoot World? First things first, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys can hear me, see me. Everything's all good. What's going on? Another Friday Night Live, guys. Feeling a little bit better this week. Not much, but it's all good. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it together. Where's everybody at tonight, man? Where we're at, 15. Hopefully everybody gets their notifications and joins us. Thanks, John. Good to see you in here from where, what'd you say, Virginia? I see Gene made it in the house with his stories. That's what's up, Gene. That fox was crazy, man. I ain't never seen that like that. I've seen that same fox before, if you guys remember, a while back up on that mountainside, up behind the waterfalls. It kept zigzagging the mountain, and it was coming at me. I had to holler at him. He didn't even see me up on that rock, but that was kind of my fault because I didn't he didn't know that I was there. This time he knew I was there. He looked right at me, watched me for like a minute, and then he just started walking right at me. That was like the coolest thing ever. He wasn't he had no fear of me. I could have bent over and petted him. That fox was crazy, man. That was cool. That was the coolest thing ever. That trail is decent. There's a lot to see on that trail. That's a nice little ride going out that way. But I see we're up to 20, 27. It's starting to jump. That's what's up, guys. Hopefully everybody got their notifications. And the voices, I know a lot of you guys picked up them voices going out, but I've been hearing the voices going out there, man. And I I would hear like talking, and I would just write it off like I'm hearing somebody coming up the trail behind me, or maybe they're up ahead of me and I'm gonna run into them. But I never see anybody. Nobody ever comes. It's like it's chattering off in the distance and shit. It's creepy. And there'd be a section going out to where it's straight for like 3 miles. You can see 3 miles ahead of you, miles behind you, and it's crazy. And that's when I started hearing a lot of the chatter. There wasn't nobody out around. You just got yours. That's what's up. Good to see you on here, Mom. But that trail is creepy by yourself. And I kept trying to push it out the back of my head, like I ain't hearing this. That's It's just people coming up behind me on a bike. But I never ever see anybody. Nobody ever comes after I hear the shit. And we're gonna talk about that guy, man. That guy creeped me out. I ain't gonna lie. He definitely did creep me out. I I didn't pick him up on video on camera. And like the second time that I seen him, I should have, because I was filming when I was on the bike and I couldn't find that footage. The footage is gone. But I might want to just get into it now since we're talking about it. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, for the algorithm of YouTube. But anyways, as soon as I started the trail, this guy came up with an earpiece in his ear. It was like I don't. It wasn't like earbuds. It wasn't no iPods or nothing like that. It was kind of square shaped, and it came down with the mic for the phone, the talking, the answer phones and shit like that, or whatever to hear. It was something like that, and he come up on me. I seen him coming. I heard him coming. I heard the tires on the gravel. I heard him coming. So I stopped what I was doing and just kept pedaling. I even slowed up so he can pass me. And for a couple seconds, he hung back. He got up like maybe 20 feet behind me, and then he just like rode right there, rode with me for maybe 50 yards, 75 yards. He rode back there with me, and it kind of caught me off guard. Like, what's this dude up to? He's not passing. And then finally, he shoots past me. He says, that smells pretty good. And I just laughed and like, oh, damn. Because my first impression that he was a cop, he was definitely a cop. My gut's never wrong. And it's definitely said he was an officer of the law or some sort of that nature. But what was weird, he floated on past. He said, "Have a good day." I didn't think nothing of it, and I kept riding, right. And I seen him as I'm pedaling up the trail. I see him like getting further away at a fast pace. Like I just overlooked it. Like, damn, that bike must be electric. He must have electric on it. But he kept pulling away from me, like quick, super quick. He'll pass slow and then he'll take off quick and get way up ahead of me. And what I would do is every so often I'll see a spot and I'll get off and I'll start filming it, and this dude would come past me. After I watched him take off, like a mile ahead of me and shit, I stopped, get off the bike, and a minute or 2 minutes later, he's riding up past me, the same exact dude. I know he ain't have triplets or quadruplets because I think I seen him 4 times. He passed me like 3 or 4 times. But the third time I'm riding out, like after he passed the second time, I got on the bike and I started falling out behind him, and he shot away from me again, like he was on a motorbike, but it was a bicycle, it was a mountain bike. I figured he got some electric to it because he pulled off really quick to be as far as we was and to still have that much energy to be pedaling like that. He took off from me, and so I got on the bike, rode out behind him for a while. You know what I mean? Maybe another couple miles. I was back there, and he was way far ahead of me. I could barely see him up there, and it seemed like there'd be like a little curve in the trail, and before I can get to that curve, he'd be 2 miles up ahead when he just hit that curve. You know what I mean? He was just doing shit what didn't make sense. But the third time, he was way up ahead of me. I stopped, and I'm talking about this crossing this that I see where they're coming down the mountain and they're crossing heading down to the river. And he passes me again, looks at me and smiles. And that's when I knew like this dude's on me. He's following me. He has to be. This ain't coincidental. How, for one, how is he getting back behind me again after I watched him so far up ahead of me? It was like weird, man. That shit just it wasn't normal. Nothing about that thing was normal. He was on me for sure. I don't know why or what. I know the day before that, in the video before that, I even said I was coming out looking for a spot, and then I'm gonna come back out the next day and film it. You know what I mean? So I did leave it out there that I was coming back the next day. That's where one of my rules that I normally don't do, and I kind of messed up and did it. But it's just weird how that just played out, how he did that shit. It caught me off guard. The second and third time, my flares was up. So I didn't even really film anything. I pretty much just turned back around and got out of there because that dude just had me on edge, as you didn't notice in the video. But I forget the timestamp. A lot of you guys heard it on there whenever I was riding back. I was heading back and I was filming something, how beautiful it was. And that deep demonic voice said, what did it say? Like, yeah, or something crazy, man. It was just nuts. The voice that was in that video. The timestamp is in the comments. You guys, there's so many of you guys that heard that and left that timestamp in there. I don't want to say the wrong timestamp. A fight is what it said. A fight. I ain't fighting shit out there, especially with that voice. It was definitely clear. Maybe he's a fan and got a crush on. Now this dude, I didn't have that vibe. You know what I mean? He was trying to be nonchalant and like, okay, have a nice day, but at the same time, there was something else there. I'm good at reading people. It's just there was definitely something else there. I just couldn't place it. And he was staying on me. The way he kept passing me, there's no way in hell he kept doing that because there's a river to my left, there's a mountainside to my right, there's a high pile like 20 miles ahead of me in Cornerville, maybe 9, 10 miles behind me. There was nothing in between but me and him. You know what I mean? How in the hell does he keep passing me? It didn't make no sense. That was some time traveling shit if I ever seen it. It just had me off guard too much. I had to just turn around and roll back out of there. I was even thinking about going live, but I couldn't get no signal out there. I was gonna go live from my like guys. If I come up missing, this dude right here, the one that did this shit, come looking for his ass, man. Put APB out on me. Come find me. Something, you know what I mean? He was definitely something. Something. I just don't know what he wanted or why he wanted it. But I'm definitely gonna keep my eyes open from now on for that, for him. You know what I mean? I'm just catching up on you guys' comments. We color folk in the woods not normal. I guess you're right, Brown Dog. Good to see you in here, Frogman. Sandra. That trail is creepy. When it comes to the voices, I can't, and you can hear them all the time. It's just not here and there. When you're pedaling, you hear the birds chirping, you hear the chipmunks playing around, the squirrels. You know what I mean? You hear all that shit. But amongst that, you can actually hear the voices in the distance, and it kind of puts you on this. There was a certain spot when I came to it, it gave me the heebie-jeebies, man, instantly. And there was two of them to my right, up in the bush, looking down at me. I noticed as soon as I said, "Man, this," I got the heebie-jeebies. All of a sudden, I panned over off to the side of the trail, and they were sitting, two of them sitting up there just watching me. I did notice that part in the video. The creature will come to your house. That shit. Let's hope not. It echoes through there because it's in a weird location down in there because it pretty much is a valley with a river, and we're right beside the river with two mountains on each side of it. It does echo. I need to take some Fruit Loops out there into the woods. Captain Crunch. Um, in that area, I ain't really. I'm just checking it out. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting on another car. I'm looking for a new car. So once I get back on the road, get a four-wheel drive back out there, I'll be back. Everything's starting to finally take shape. I'm finally getting everything together to where I'm ready to go find something. I've been had the peanut butter. I just got to get up there. I'm going to leave that up in Bigfoot land, and I haven't had a chance to get up there yet. I also want to check out the Bone Cave because if you remember the last time I was at the Bone Cave, they had that twig going across the whole entrance of it with another twig broke and hung over it so they know if anything came or went. So I just backed off and left it alone. I want to go back and check that out, see what's going on with that. That's what is going on at your house. You're talking about the ghost that lives here. He been doing some weird shit. That is you talking about it, some off the wall shit. I got a story that I can't tell you guys, but it scared the shit out of me. Here, it happened like this week, like Tuesday. I don't even like talking about it, but it has to do with my fire alarm. I can't tell you, like half-ass tell you. Um, I was getting ready for work. It was like 1:30 going on 2 in the morning, and like a couple nights before that, I was cooking in the kitchen and my smoke alarm kept going off. So I took it off the wall and put it in the bedroom on the TV stand. I just laid it there away from the kitchen, you know what I mean? So I could finish cooking. So, anyways, a couple days later, I get up for work. I'm in there getting ready to get dressed, and my sock drawer is in the TV stand. So I bend over to get a pair of socks out. As soon as I bend over to pull out the drawer to get a pair of socks out, that smoke detector started going off like loud right in my face. As soon as I bent over, you know what I mean? I wasn't smoking. There wasn't no smoke in the house. I wasn't cooking. There was no reason for it to go off, and it went off for 2 or 3 minutes straight. You know, my neighbors was going off. That creeped me out a little bit. I never seen a smoke detector go off, malfunction like that for that long of a period of time. They kind of caught me off guard. It made me think like, am I messing up? Is it trying to tell me something? It's like, what's going on here? I don't know if he's around or not. I ain't hearing nothing from him. Usually he does something big on Fridays, and it didn't do nothing today. Last Friday, it kicked my vacuum down the steps. We was all sitting in, well, I had a couple of people sitting in here. I was in the bathroom. I came in. As soon as I came like 2 feet, 3 feet from the vacuum, it just pushed down the steps. Last Friday, it seemed like every Friday something major it does, but it didn't do nothing today. If it did, I was sleeping. I didn't see it. But it's been a crazy week out there, man. Crazy week. So to get through it, trying to find a new ride is like finding a needle in a haystack. There's so many bullshit deals going on right now. You gotta watch. Like coming out of Pittsburgh, there's a scam where they got this like perfect deals, these $30,000 rides for $2,000, $3,000, and they want you to send money over online, and they ship you the card. It's like, really? I'm gonna fall for that shit? That don't even make sense. And now I ain't run out of coffee, Gene, and I'm drinking Mountain Dew. At the Bone Cave, where's those old jeans were? That's in the front part of it. The old shredded up clothes, ancient clothes. It's something crazy going on in that place. I have bad feelings every time I go around that Bone Cave, but I do want to go back and check it out and see what's going on with it. See if them branches are still strung up across there. What's going on? This year. Oh yeah, whenever they told me about money on the sending it to their account or whatever, I knew they was just trying to. And there really wasn't no description on the vehicle. You got to contact them by email and shit. And when you contact them, they're talking about, yeah, send this much money on. Yeah, okay. I wasn't born last night. I don't know. I don't know about that, John. I haven't seen nothing like that. I'm just not on that page yet. Maybe there's like spirits to the Sasquatch to protect the living Sasquatches and people seeing both worlds. I don't know how that's. I don't know, but I see him as like living, running around. They never disappeared in front of me. Even like when we was into the woods with Deb, and that big ass white one took off across that rock top and jumped 20 feet over to the other rock, and then like 10, 15 feet down and screamed at us. He could have disappeared then, and he didn't. You know what I mean? He ran away and then threw rocks at us and yelled at us because we caught him pretty much. He was spotted. It was like the coolest thing. We all seen that. We all seen that except for Deb because she was too busy talking to a stump 50 yards behind us, talking about the serpents on the stump or some shit. Like, okay, Deb, that was a trip. I know you guys remember that trip. That was a crazy trip. I ain't even going down that road again. Was it last night, right, Lee? I don't know, Tracy. I didn't talk to him. It was all everything was done by email. I'm not messing with that. I need credit today. You can't do nothing without credit. If I was going to a lot and buying like leasing one off the lot, or I'm not I'm not trying to be stuck with a bill. I want to get something paid right out, be done with it. You know, I got enough bills to be worried about. Find some 3, 4 thousand, 5,000, and be done with it. You know what I mean? Buy another one a couple years later, or when something goes wrong with that one, I'll find something. We'll work on it. Money Mike starts at work tomorrow with me tonight. I should say he did his orientation today, so he'll be out on the docks with me. Yeah, I've been getting him out there. We've been looking, Lee, but they found nothing. That I want a 4-wheel drive, and everything around here is like coupes, Monte Carlos, Malibus. I don't need all that. I need a 4-wheel drive for the woods from the private person that recently bought something else. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Paradox. I'll buy a junk for that price. I hear you, Gene. I hear you. But there's a few things I ain't got to make that happen, so I got to take the other routes, if you know what I mean. Now, little Jeff, he don't work with me. He lives in like the next state over in West Virginia. I'm in Pennsylvania. But Money Mike, he's here with me. He just started FedEx with me today. He started last night. He started orientation. Tonight he'll be out on the docks with me. So that'll be interesting to see Money Mike out there at FedEx. He'll keep me going. You already know how funny he is. He's a comedian, a clown. I just hope that comedian shit don't get him fired. If you answer the message you send on Messenger, that's cool. I don't know, guys. It's been a wild roller coaster ride. I already told you guys about TurboTax. I ain't going to keep trying to beat a dead horse, but definitely don't trust no TurboTax whatsoever, man. That shit that shit killed me. That shit killed me when they did that TurboTax. Put me in the hole. I hear you, Gene. 160 a month ain't bad, but you know the other shit that's going on to where I can't make that happen. What does a little Jeff do for work? Right now, he's messing with some kind of gas cap tanks or some shit, gas safety valves. He's inserting. He messing with a few different things in that field. Yeah, definitely get away from TurboTax. If you do use TurboTax, don't mess with don't give them your bank account information because they definitely put me in the hole for 100, almost $200, $188. They overdraw my account and shit. It's like you gotta be kidding me, man. If my YouTube check was due, I called see if it showed up yet on in my account. They're talking about 188 overdraft. Wait a minute. YouTube's supposed to pay me. They ain't supposed to take my money. So I called the bank and they said it was a TurboTax, and it's just one big runaround. Definitely don't use TurboTax. Like I said, if you do, don't give them no information other than your address. Send me a check because you ain't getting shit. I'll never use them again. I'll pay this one, but I won't use them again at all. Could you turn that on for a couple of minutes? Right, Kim? That's what it seemed like, man. You're right, Paradox. I learn. You live and you learn, man. You live and you learn. Live and you learn. They get me once, but they won't get me. They won't get me a second time. If they do, I kind of deserve it because I already knew it from the first time. But other than that trip, man, it's been uneventful. That second trip, there just wasn't really much going on. It didn't feel like no predators was out there, other than the dude on the bike. I didn't. It wasn't that going on like the first time I went out there. The day before that, it's just whole different vibes. The birds was chirping. There was just all the wildlife was enjoying the forest. There wasn't no predators in the area, so I didn't even bother with it. Can I find an old beater farm truck around there for cheap? I'm looking, man. I'm looking for something. I'll get something. I'll definitely find something. Sharing guys in the house. I did my own taxes too, Lee, on TurboTax, and it kind of came back and bit me in the ass. I'm, I'm gonna have to mess with Jackson Hewitt or H&R Block or one of them pricks. Who knows? 7,000. Yeah, Gene trying to put me in the hole, man. I'm already in the hole, Gene. Help me get out of it. Wait till I get out of it instead of putting me in for more. If there's a class action lawsuit, then Jeff might get his money back. Plus, yeah, but I ain't got the money to fight no damn lawsuits. That's the thing. That's where they get you. But it is effed up at what they did. Oh, the old, that's hard to do. You gotta know what you're doing, Kim, for that one. Yeah, I can afford it, Gene. I'll message you later. What do I do for FedEx work? There's 3 years for 3 hours and get paid pennies. No, actually, I'm an operations manager at FedEx. I do pretty good there. I'm not broke anymore, Gene. Shit, that'd be cool. That'd be real cool, Paradox. I ain't got the time or to know how to just sit down and just do my taxes on paper. Man, I couldn't do it. Right, John. That's what I was thinking too. Gene's like 70 years old with a credit score of 90,000, and he probably pays pennies on every dollar. So compared to me, you know what I mean. So that's another thing you gotta look on. I will. I'll check it out there, Gene. Looking for the big guy, Rick. What's up, man? Did you see the Scott Carpenter video that just pulled out about the white Sasquatch following him out of the woods? No, but them they are cool. I did see a white one. I seen a solid white one stuck out like a sore thumb. Once you see him, you can't miss him. Send you some money, man. Sandra, I heard you. Send me some money. I gotta buy a new car and pay the damn bank back. I have a video called "Trying Something New." I'm about to check it out. I'm gonna check it out. But Sandra, I'm with you, man. I hear you. That's some funny shit. But anyways, guys, what's going on in you guys' neck of the woods? Anybody? I see Colorado Bigfoot had a couple sightings going on out there. He's doing this thing up here. You get 871 associates. Here we go, Gene. That's crazy. That's what I said, Gene. I ain't got nothing like that. Nothing like that. But if you everybody's sending money, man, you know the links in the description. Just hit it up. Hit that bad boy up. We're taking funds for the car, a new ride. You had a nasty storm. Yeah, we do too. It's been storming all damn day. All day. I wanted to go up to the cave where I found the three-toed tracks. I wanted to check that out today. It just wasn't happening. It was just off and on downpour. All the rivers, the creeks are all flooded. On a good note, the waterfall should be doing pretty good right now. Right, Bigfoot Mama? Gene got some tricks, but it just takes time to do his tricks. Colorado. I'm in Pennsylvania, Bigfoot Trade. You should already. I see what you're talking about. I will, Gene. After the live, I'll check out the messenger, man. I've been living alone too long. I see what's going on now. I see what it is. Paranormal, uh, Colorado paranormal. I hear you. You're right, man. Trick or treats. Colorado, he's out there. That's for sure. Colorado Springs. It's a beautiful area, man. I lived out there for a while. Me and my mom and everybody, we was out there for a couple of years. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I got to take a 7-day trip up in the Rocky Mountains and just spend them at this camp. It was an amazing time. It's beautiful, man. I seen it snow in July. It's awesome up there. The elk, it just the wildlife, the foxes, everything out there, man. The porcupines. Bigfoot mama. You guys are tough. You guys are tough. I swear you guys are tough. You need some, I need to come on back. I'll take you there. Yeah, it is beautiful. That is a beautiful spot. I do plan on taking another trip back out that way. Cookie's been a pain in my ass. She's been a pain in my ass. But yeah, guys, it's probably gonna be a short one tonight. I gotta be at work at 2 a.m. It kind of sucks. As soon as the rain passes and lifts up and I get a good day, I'll definitely be out there. I, no matter what, you ain't stopping me from going to the woods. When I'm at the bottom of the mountain, I could walk any direction and come to a mountain. You know what I mean? I will be out there, with or without a vehicle. I will be out there, but I do need a 4-wheel drive to get up in the Bigfoot land, Maury land, and all them places. I'll be back up there again soon, like this week soon. I should have another vehicle. I'll definitely find something. I'm looking at like one or two. I just ain't for sure what's going on with them or how I'm going to go about doing shit. But I'll get it together. I'll be back out there. You definitely know that, guys. Definitely hit the like button on your way out, or the dislike. Up to you guys. Tell these guys on my. Nah, Gene, you don't want to tell them about too much, man. You'll have the ATF at your garage and shit, looting your shit for their own stockpile. But he does got a little mini army going on down there. Colorado talks about fairies and genomes. All right, John, I got you. She ain't that bad. She's spoiled. Lee, cookie spoiled. I hate Bigfoot trades. That I got some shit on film that says there's some things out there that we just can't explain. It stopped here, just so what means it's about to stop for you. That'd be cool, man. Hopefully it clears out because I definitely want to get back out into the woods. There's a lot of places I want to check out. There's a new spot somebody told me about. There's a lot of crazy shit going on. It's a cavern. There's a deep cavern that opens up into this monster room, and I want to go in and see what's going on with that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Get ready for the night's long work night. It's supposed to be my day off, but they call me in. Sucks. At least I get to spend it with Mike. With that being said, definitely hit the like button on your way out. Stay tuned for this next crazy ass adventure, Bigfoot World. You'll have a return on my ankle bracelet. Yeah, it's over and done with on that one. I'm over with the house arrest. That's all said and done with. I made that one. Thank God. With that being said, guys, I'll see you on this next round. Stay tuned, guys.